VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning and welcome to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. Well, it's a sad day in Edmonton today, Stalker. Oilers didn't show up last night to play like
They didn't show up in the first period anyway.
Well,
I don't know why they get out of the block so slow.
Yeah,
They played with them in the second period, I thought.
Yeah, and then the third period was more.
But the first period was one-sided.
Yeah,
He had
absolutely.
3 shots on goal in the first period.
And 11 through 2. So
Yeah, I know, but 3 in the first.
Yeah, not very good. So I know everybody's sad in Edmonton this morning, but the sun did come up and all's good. And I also want to say a happy Father's Day to everybody. I know my dad is listening, so happy Father's Day to him in Stettler, and to JP, my wife's dad as well. And a happy Father's Day to you, Stalker.
Yeah, thank you, Murray.
Yeah, it's a good day. I was so happy today. The first thing my son said to me today was "Happy Father's Day." So
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Makes me feel good. So
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in each and every week to our show. We'd love you to chime in, text into the show at any time, 780-218-9999. You can also get into the nasty chat as well if you're watching on YouTube. This week on the show, we have our first guest in a few moments, Stacey Disotell from presenting sponsor Ardent Roof System. He has an upcoming charity golf tournament in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital, so we'll talk to him about that. Our second guest, if you're a gambler like Stalker is, you're going to want to listen to this guy.
I want to listen to this show.
Keith Stewart from Read the Line. We get you some golf tips with Josh Fleming. We go around YEG and check in with Jody Noseworthy from the Edmonton Garrison Golf Course. And our final guest of the day will be Mike Steele from a new program in Edmonton, part of Golf Canada, First Tee Alberta. As always, at 9:40, we will have our trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar, where I am having Father's Day dinner tonight. This week's question of the week is, what is the funniest thing you've ever seen on a golf course? And this segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Join us this summer by hosting your next corporate event in one of our exclusive suites or our new 6-person loge table area located in the Upper Bowl. Limited availability remains to all Elks home games. Visit goelks.com/tickets to book your private suite or loge today. And what, you got any Father's Day plans today, Stalker? Or?
And my son's coming over for dinner tonight and join my daughter and my wife and I, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. Is your son cooking the dinner?
No.
Oh.
No.
All
My
right.
wife will be cooking.
All right, your wife. Would it be edible if your son was cooking?
Yeah, he seems to get along pretty good. He's by himself, so he
has to figure it out.
has to figure it out, yeah.
Awesome. Alrighty, well, we are going to now welcome Stacey Disotell to the show. Good morning, Stacey. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? Happy Father's Day.
Same
Thank
to
you
you.
too.
Now, how are you feeling about the Oilers, Stacey?
Oh, let's just not talk about that this morning.
All right, that's not the worst way to
I'm
go
sure
about
there's
it.
a lot of people this morning are feeling the same way. Like,
Yeah.
wow, I just speechless.
All
We
right.
went out last night, and so I started watching. I taped the game, and I started video watching it at midnight. So I was up till 2 a.m. It was not a good reaction and a good response.
But the craziest part about Stalker's story is he went out to some friends. 14 people were there, and they didn't put the hockey game on. I'm thinking, how do you get 14 people in this city to go somewhere and not have the hockey game turned on? But anyways,
it happened.
It did. Well, Stacey, your annual charity golf tournament is coming up at the ranch shortly, which is in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital. What inspired you to start this event, and what impact has it had on the hospital and the community over the years?
The inspiration for me has been my impact from the Children's Hospital in Eastern Ontario. And whenever I moved out to Alberta 20 years ago, I wanted to get back to the local hospital here, which was the Stollery. And I wanted to be more specific on the exact part of the charity, which is the Child Life Program. It's specifically tailored to be programs within the hospital that the kids can utilize and be a part of while they're in their healing, to make their stay at the hospital not such a daunting, scary situation. And that's from my experience when I was young in the hospital. So the charity creates funds for the beach and the outdoor enchanted forest and the music therapy program, the dog program, everything that brings a little bit of brightness into the kids' lives while they're staying at the hospital. So it's pretty important.
Can you share some memorable moments or stories from past tournaments that really stand out to you, either on the course or off?
When the Stollery representatives come down and they have a whole sponsorship on, they tell me about some of the impact that the players during the tournament and why they're there playing the tournament. And some of the stories that you hear, there's just so many to tell. But it touches my heart to know that almost everyone that shows up at the tournament has a story of their own. And it's amazing how small the community can become when stories like that are shared. And so it really makes me drive hard to put this tournament together every year.
For listeners who want to get involved, what can they expect from this year's tournament, which is on July 11th, I believe, and how can they register to support the cause?
Go to ardentroofsystems.com. We're still taking sponsorships. We're still got some player spots open. Anything that anyone wants to do to help out and support, get creative. We're open to any ideas, to anything that we can do to bring in some money and gifts and stuff like that. We're open to all of it. Some of our sponsors this year, Pioneer Golf is our title sponsor. We've got some supplier sponsors. We've even got the Dunk Tank Bank back again this year. That seems to be very popular. Monster Pro Wrestling is involved in that. So if you want to join and get your pictures taken with a local indie group that does a lot of great things with our community in Edmonton as well for at-risk kids and stuff like that. So that's come full circle. So Dunk Wrestler is always fun. Charity Golf International is back with their long drive champ. So there's lots of great attractions. It's always a fun day. So looking forward to getting it started on the 11th.
So Stacey, joining us on the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems is Stacey Disotell, owner of Ardent Roof Systems. And, you know, Stacey, I've known you for a lot of years. You've been doing all the roofing work out at the ranch for a lot of years. So I know all about your company, but Ardent Roof Systems is known for its boutique service and industry-leading warranty program. Share with our listeners what sets Ardent Roof Systems apart from other roofing businesses in the Edmonton area.
Well, we try to strive on the best service possible, which is involved in the Owens Corning Platinum Warranty Program. There's only a few of us in Western Canada that can even offer it out of the program. So when you can get backed by one of the major manufacturers, that they will back your workmanship for 25 years, that kind of separates you apart from the rest. But it's not the type of warranty that comes easy. We had to work really hard to earn that accreditation, and they hold us to account when they do spot inspections. We have to be financially stable. We have to manually register all the warranties directly, and every warranty that gets registered, a third-party survey is sent out to those clients to see how well was their experience. And based on those survey results, if we start scoring poorly, then we could be at risk of losing that accreditation. So the accountability level that we are held to by Owens Corning and the standard that we have managed to achieve to attain that accreditation is what we feel is worth a value-added purchase from Ardent Roof Systems. And again, roofing, who wants to talk about it? But if we can at least give an experience for someone that's probably calling us on their worst day, the best possible outcome, that's what we try to strive to do.
A lot of companies obviously aren't going to give that kind of warranty service. You're passionate about consumer education and protecting homeowners from common pitfalls in roofing. What advice would you give to someone who's looking to hire a roofing contractor, and what red flags should they watch out for?
a lot of times if companies are asking for deposits up front, it can be a red flag. Not that it's a bad thing. It could be a sign of some financial instability. If they have their own warranty that they're trying to promote, look how long have they been in business. Are they providing a quote or are they providing an estimate? Look for everything that, educate yourself. Do they have WCB? Do they have liability insurance? All these things fall under the responsibility of the average consumer. The average consumer doesn't always understand not the accountability, but the risks associated with getting caught by a shady contractor that can come in, promise all kinds of stuff, get some money up front, and then do a really bad job. Now, where does a homeowner fit in for protection on that?
How many years have you been doing it? And
we've just expanded into Calgary this year now. So we have a second division now open in Calgary, and we're running into a lot of that insurance work down there where we're getting a lot of mixed signals that there's a lot of companies that are chasing the work, trying to give very low ball pricing just to get it. And if the price is too good to be true, chances are there's really something at risk on there. Exactly.
Yeah. How many years have you been in the business now?
Going into our 13th year now.
And no complaints?
Well, none that I know of.
That's all it counts.
Barry's known me a long time, so I'm pretty sure that there's always been, little bumps along the way. But no company is going to be perfect. And if you have someone that says you have a perfect record, then that actually can be a very red flag, because not every job is going to go perfect. It's the character building of a company. When a job does have problems, how do you work through those problems? Do you work the solution, or do you just look for excuses to just get out of the job? No, we trust our ability to take care of our clients, and if our clients have concerns, regardless big or small, we want to address them, and we want to make sure that in the end the experience that they had with us is the best one they could have ever expected.
What's the annual roof giveaway?
That's something that we do every year, and now expanding into Calgary, we're going to be working on a second one, and that is just our way of giving back to the community. Every year we put our website open to take nominations, or even nominate yourself. If you're down on your luck and you're needing some help, reach out. When the contest is open, we take stories, we take nominations, and then we narrow it down to what we feel is a large group, the top 5 stories. Not about the actual home, it's about the people that are in the home. Who do we feel needs the help the most? And then we give it back to the listeners for a week for them to vote, and they decide actually each year who gets the free roof.
But how many people play in your golf tournament each year?
Last year was the closest we came to a full sellout. We were missing 4 teams. And so on average, we getting close. This year is a bit slow again. I'm not sure if it's, well, we could probably say there's a lot of reasons why people aren't spending money as they normally do. But, with the support like this, I've been busy down in Calgary. So now I'm back up for the next 4 weeks leading into the tournament. So I'll be making lots of phone calls and trying to generate lots of support. And maybe this year be the first year we finally sell out.
All right, Stacey, I certainly appreciate all you do for our community with this tournament, your roof giveaway and everything. That's phenomenal. Also greatly appreciate your support of our show for a number of years. Why don't you hit us up with one more time how people can get involved in your tournament and help you fill it up this year?
Best way, go to ardentroofsystems.com, click on the golf tournament links, and you can sign up as a player. And we still are carrying our early bird pricing right through until June 22nd. So if you're still looking for a deal, there's still a deal to be made. So come out and join us. It's a great day, lots of fun at at the best golf course in the Edmonton area. Had to throw that in there for you, Murray.
Appreciate that. One last one for you. Our question of the week on the show is, what's the funniest thing you've ever seen on a golf course?
My gosh. well, thank God it didn't happen at the ranch, but I actually seen at another industry golf course where a couple of guys decide they want to drag race down a wider turn and cut to a narrow embankment, and they both connected, and then they both went off into the sticks.
Oh.
When you see the outcome and all you see is the golf bags sticking out of the bush and guys trying to get out, it's kind of comical to see it, but it's like, wow, okay, that's a little extreme. That's a little bit too much fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, appreciate your time, Stacey, and thanks again for your support, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks so much, guys. Happy Father's Day again to everyone.
Thanks
All
again
right,
to you too.
Stacey Disotell from Ardent Roof Systems. Now, before we get to the next segment, Stalker, we got to get to this text so we don't get any help this year from a expert. Happy Father's Day, gentlemen. Well, Curtis had Ryan Fox last week to win the Canadian Open, you lucky dog.
Yeah,
to pull into a tie with me. Today it's the U.S. Open. Who's taking home the third major of the year? We didn't talk about this offline, so I have no idea who you're picking. I'm covering up mine.
Okay, Victor Hovland.
Oh, my God.
Oh, geez.
What did I have written down?
I think it says Mitchell Fox.
Oh, my gosh. All right. We both have Hovland.
Isn't
I
that
can't believe that. I thought
you want me to take Burns?
you always take the front runner.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
But you're taking Hovland. All right,
Victor
fine.
Hovland made some good shots.
I know. And I have a buddy that's down there, and I was told by him, so I'm not going to go off of this and pick someone else just to be different than you, because I have a buddy that's there right now, and he said Hovland was on the range working hard all night last night.
I'm sure he was.
So Victor Hovland.
He's got a lot of talent.
Victor Hovland is our pick. All right, we're both sticking with him. All right, on the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Keith Stewart from Read the Line. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacey and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicourse simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit Tough.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Adizero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Adizero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Adizero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
Get fit with TaylorMade Golf's ultimate custom club fitting experience. The TaylorMade Performance Lab in Woodbridge unites golfers with a personalized fitting session and tailor-made equipment to optimize your game. Highly trained master fitters take an in-depth look at the golf swing utilizing industry-leading technology. Book your fitting experience now to cover all your custom needs from driver to putter. Free gift with booking. Get fit. Optimize your game at the TaylorMade Performance Lab. Visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems. My name's Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Colonial Golf Club. Known for the best putting surfaces in the Edmonton area, we offer a private club experience at public course value. Book your tee time today at colonial.ca. And a couple of quick texts to get to. Good morning, gentlemen. Happy Dad's Day to you fellows. Can't wait for the EST golf tournament. So that's always a fun day for sure. And here's a good one, Stalker. And I'm sure there was no pun intended on this one, directed right at you. I'm not saying Stalker has a gambling problem, but he once bet his roof on the U.S. Open. That's from Scuba Steve. Yeah.
Ardent roofing.
Ardent.
Or did I get a hole in one and need a new one?
A hole in your roof and needed a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you?
No.
There's probably a lot of people that live on golf courses that do have that problem, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but anyways, I know a lot of people are really excited for this segment, Stalker included, as he's a gambler. So we're going to welcome in Keith Stewart from Read the Line. Good morning, Keith. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. Happy Father's Day to everyone.
Yeah, appreciate your time and joining in on the show here today. Now, Keith, you're a 5-time award-winning PGA professional and the founder of Read the Line. What inspired you to launch a golf betting insights platform, and how has your background as a PGA pro influenced your approach?
It's kind of a really fun story. You know, I've spent all these years in a golf shop as an operator, probably 2+ decades at different clubs along the East Coast of the United States. And, you know, when COVID hit, everyone thought about, you know, what could you do with the golf boom and everything in order to try to, like, you know, add more popularity to the game. So I took my background as a PGA professional and all the things I knew about the golf swing and tournaments and playing in tournaments myself professionally. And then I built a media company called Read the Line. And now I follow the LPGA Tour and the PGA Tour every week. And I create media editorial, which is like written articles or video, like what we're doing here right now, and talk about basically the betting angles of golf.
You do a lot. I mean, there's a lot of work and research that goes into it, a lot of deep analysis. And what what are some of the steps that you use to predict the winner?
Well, that's a great question because I feel like people that know me know that I have a ton of different sayings, right? And one of which is I feel like odds are like sucker pins. So if on a Monday morning you're getting ready for the U.S. Open, we'll use this week as an example, and you just run right to the odds board at whatever your local book is there online, and you just look at, where everyone is set on the board, then they're definitely going to get you. What you got to do is what I like to do is I like to look at the golf course first. I like to look at the architecture, the agronomy. I also like to look at what the course conditions are going to be like. We're going to get rain this afternoon. Oakmont's playing different than it would have in 2007 when it was dry, but it's playing very similar to the way it was playing in 2016 when that tournament was, threatened by rain the entire time. So you have to understand how the course conditions are going to play out. And then you try to figure out, okay, who are my horses for courses? Who can do the things that based on the architecture and the agronomy really work? And then I go to the stats. So it's like the fourth step is like when I go to the analytics and I say, okay, can I prove that I know that, hey, you know what? Corey Connors always hits the ball really straight. He'd probably be good at a U.S. Open, but is he playing well right now? Oh, he is playing well right now. So then he becomes sort of a good pick. Or, I need length at Oakmont. Well, maybe I'll go with Taylor Pendrith. So then at that point, then once I come up with a short list of maybe 10 names or less, then I'll go to the odds board and I'll say, okay, where is there great value and how am I going to bet this tournament?
Well, Oakmont, as you know, is extremely penal with its narrow fairways, thick rough, and lightning fast greens. I mean, a lot of car crashes can happen out there. Who did you guys settle on at the beginning of the U.S. Open?
Well, on the short end of the board, I really liked John Rahm. I thought that Rahm made a lot of sense. You look at Angel Cabrera, you look at DJ, the way that they drive the ball, big burly guys that hit that nice little right-handed fade left to right.
Yeah.
I thought Rahm made a lot of sense. I also, and you mentioned this, the speed of the greens, but it's not just the speed of the greens. It's the golf complexes themselves, right? Like it plays a lot like a British Open. So I thought to myself, you know what? Who's really good on the ground? So, you know what? Of those guys at the top, I know Bryson gets the ball up and down a lot. I know that Scotty is the number one player in the world. But, of all those guys, I felt like, man, Rahm's really creative. He's really good around the greens. And then there's 168 bunkers on the property.
Right.
Rahm he's like sleepy good from bunkers, right? Most people don't give him a lot of credit because he's like this big guy, but he has great soft hands. So at the top of the board, I liked Rahm. Obviously, that hasn't worked out. As you work further down the board, I guess three names I focused on for all the same reasons was number one, I focused on Spieth. Number two, I focused on Sam Burns. And number three, I focused on Harris English. Now, Harris and Spieth, they're further down the board like Rahm. They're not going to win today. But why did I like Sam Burns? Well, hey, rewind a week back up to Canada. What worked at TPC Toronto, right? If you know Oakmont, you're going to have to put the ball in play off the tee, and then you're going to have to be a great putter. You're going to have and you can't just show up there and all of a sudden turn the putting on. And that's why I like somebody like Spieth, and Rahm, they got the magic beans around the greens where they could they just get the ball in the hole quicker than anybody. Well, things have worked out with Sam. I mean, he's leading the field right now in approach or iron play, hitting into the greens. If he gets the driver in play pretty much enough today as if he did yesterday, then he's probably going to win the tournament because he's the best putter in the field.
When you talk about bunkers, no championship venue in the States has more bunkers than Oakmont.
This is true. 168's a lot.
Yeah. And you mentioned Sam Burns, and what are the repercussions of missing that 5-foot putt going into a new week?
Well, it's funny. I had Sam going into, Sam's had 5 top 20s in his last 6 starts coming into Oakmont, right? So I had Sam at 33-1 going into TPC Toronto. And then he goes nuclear on Sunday. He sits for 2 hours, comes out. He's got a 5-foot putt and he misses the hole. And I'm like, oh man, I'm ready to I needed to go on a run, leave the house. So, I settled down. I started thinking about it. And I said, I really need a good putter going into Oakmont. And Sam's a great putter, and he's playing really well right now. I mean, he should have won that golf tournament over Ryan Fox.
Right.
And this bettors make mistakes. They put people on their blacklist, and then they're like, I'm never touching that guy again. Well, you know what? I said, he's playing well right now. I got to take guys that are playing well. I'm not going to just go start grabbing guys that I think are going to figure it out, like Xander Schauffele or, some of the other names near the top of the board. We were like, like this guy needs to do something with this or this. It's like Oakmont's not the place to figure it out. You want to go to TPC River Highlands and the Travelers, where everyone's going to shoot 8 under par, by all means. You can run up there and you can figure things out, or you can hide some things. You're not hiding anything at Oakmont. And I felt like Sam was a really good place to start the week. And you know what, at 80-1, the value was tremendous. So I look back at TPC Toronto and the RBC Canadian Open, and I say, well, we didn't win 33-1, but if we take 80 this week, I think I'll be okay with it.
I think so.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Keith Stewart from Read the Line. Now, Keith, you mentioned earlier you cover both the PGA and LPGA tours. From a betting perspective, what are some of the key differences you see when analyzing men's and women's golf for bettors?
This is a great question because we tend to win a lot on the LPGA Tour because when you're handicapping an event, most of their fields are the same size. So there's 156 this week out there at Oakmont. There's 144 women playing in Michigan, just outside Grand Rapids, in the Meyer LPGA Classic. But on the men's side, on any given week, probably not the U.S. Open, but like in any given week, there's probably like 100 guys that can win. On the ladies' side, it's very top heavy. It's probably just the top third that can win. So if you understand what the golf course is calling for, and then you study the players like I do, you know that I can get it down to like 6 or 8 ladies all the time that I know are going to like pop there. And I know that their games are going to fit and they're going to play well. And the LPGA, even more than the tour, goes to the same places all the time. They set up the golf course the same way. The climates are the same, usually that time of year. So you could really start to pick out some horses for courses. And, the majors are tougher because they move around. But when we're out on tour there, I am notoriously good. Like last year, I had Lauren Coughlin, first ever win up there at the Women's Canadian Open. And I mean, that was a Sunday because we had John Vegas at the 3M on the same day. But nice. Lauren Coughlin, she was 40-1, and she like really, really fit that golf course. And she was playing very well last. I mean, she's still playing well now, but she was playing very well at that time. And a lot of people didn't know her name, but like, golly, like she was in that top third, and it was like, okay, here's someone I can take a chance on. And at 40-1, that's a great victory, a great odds victory on the LPGA Tour.
I mean, sports betting and betting on golf has really exploded in the last little while. There didn't used to be any betting that was promoted at all. Now they're all promoting golf betting on different websites. Where do you think it's going?
Well, there's 2 things in this world that aren't going to go away. Number one are live sports,
right?
And number 2 is people betting on them,
right?
Now, I'm no expert on all of the different regulations and everything up in Canada, but down here in the States, right? It's golf, just golf. Well, all right, the whole business is about 119 billion last year with a B. Okay, golf's about 8% of that. So do the math.
Oh, is that right? That high?
Yeah, and if you look at it, we're only in half the states. We're only in 25 states. So like if Florida eventually fully flips and then you get Texas, you get California, I mean, the sky is the limit. I mean, we're living off of states like Illinois and New Jersey and North Carolina right now. I mean, imagine when we go to those states with how many people are in them and they want it. It's just a matter of getting through all of the red tape. But I mean, the sky is the limit with all of this. And, I've always said this. I said, there's 4 things that make golf betting so much fun. And this is why I stopped being a golf course operator. And I said, you know what? Kind of like Topgolf, I wanted to do something new and unique. And I wanted to get, with all due respect to Greg Norman and growing the game, like I wanted to grow the game as a PGA professional. And if you look at it, like the first thing is like every golf week is like the 4-day lottery. And what I mean by that is that if you bet on something like the Stanley Cup and you bet Edmonton back in October, you've got to wait like 9 months to get that bet paid off.
Right.
The people that read me at Read the Line, we have 80-1 on Sam Burns. In 4 days, you're going to win 80-1. So if you put $10 down, you're going to get 800. That's the 4-day lottery. The second thing is everybody loves prop bets. Well, there's a million prop bets in golf, right? There's 156 players over 18 holes in 4 days, right? The third thing is live betting. You want to live bet the Super Bowl, it's 4 hours long. You want to live bet a golf tournament, it's 4 days. And then the last thing, and this is what's most important, guys, is that golf betting and betting on golf is the fabric of the game. Who goes up to the first tee? Women, children, guys, everyone on their weekend game. They play in tournaments, like mixed events. I mean, I ran these events at the club all the time. It's always like, hey, what's the prize money today, pro? Hey, what's the entry fee, right? Betting is just a part of all of what we do. It's the fabric of the game. So for me as a pro, it just made perfect sense when you kind of look at it from a very top line view and you're like, boy, this thing could really take off. And guys, it has.
It has, yeah. What about head-to-head betting?
Well, I tell you what, I mean, I love head-to-head bets. Not so much for the tournament. I always love like Thursday to take place. I'll always put out a couple, at Read the Line where people go and they can go to readtheline.com. There's a free newsletter there, or there's a paid version. Start with the free. If you like it and, you think that what I'm presenting is worth it, then go right ahead. You can do the paid version, but we're always putting out pre-tournament bets, and then I put out a bunch of live bets this morning. So if you go on social media at Read the Line, you're going to see that we have a couple bets today that we're going to follow along the side of, obviously, Sam Burns. We want him to close this thing out. But I liked Max Grazerman over Christian Bezuidenhout. I like Chris Gotterup over Mark Leishman, and I like Sam Burns in the final group over Adam Scott. Adam Scott hasn't won a major in over 12 years. He hasn't won on the PGA Tour in 5 years.
Yeah.
The nerves get a little frayed when you're in the mid-40s, and I think Sam Burns learned a lot last week by missing that 5-foot putt. But head-to-head bets, live betting are just so much fun. We do it 7 days a week at Read the Line. It drives it all. It's just people love to they'll tune in for 10 seconds. They'll get that post this morning on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, and then they're like, boom, boom, boom. They're on their phone, and then they're off doing their day, and then they've got a little bit of a vested interest.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Keith Stewart from Read the Line. This is fascinating. Stalker's taken all these notes down kind of in his mind anyways, because he likes to do this. But for listeners who are new to golf betting, what advice would you give to someone looking to make their first wager or to build a smart betting strategy?
Oh, I love this question. The first thing you need to do, and I kind of alluded to this, there's like a million things you could bet on any given week, right? You got to start with a budget. In all of this, it's meant to be fun. It's meant to be entertainment. It's meant to be like, none of us are ever going to be in the final group of a U.S. Open on a Sunday, but yet everyone that bet on Sam Burns or Adam Scott today is in that group. They're emotionally tied to that, right? And you're going to feel all of their feelings. You're going to feel their nerves and everything, but you got to start the week with a budget, right? So if your budget for the week is $20, I don't care if it's $100, it's $20, it's $10 or whatever, but you got to start with a value, because all of a sudden you start looking at those computer screens or your phone and it starts adding up. You're saying, I'm going to put $2 on this, $5 on this, $10 on this. Next thing you know, it adds up to $80. And you say, wait a second, like, what am I doing here? Like $80 a week for every week is going to be a lot because golf's on all the time. Like maybe my budget's $25 a week and I'm going to pick 5 guys to win at $5. And I mean, you could recoup a lot of cash that way, long term, as long as you're following smart people that, understand how to break down a tournament, or if you're just doing it purely for fun. But you got to have a budget, and you got to bet on people that, do your homework. There's stuff all over the internet. Follow a couple people, experiment with, their process. Maybe you don't like mine. Maybe you do like mine. But I'm following other people all the time just to look at their mindset and how they break things down, and then invest some time in it yourself. Because if you're a golfer and you're into all of this, then you love to get attached to the players. That's one of the reasons why I started betting the LPGA, was that because I love following that tour too. So start with a budget, do your research, but then also do your own research on your own. Do it in a vacuum and try to figure out on your own based upon the golf course and everything. And then from there, you'll have just tons and tons of fun.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Keith. That was an awesome segment. Really enjoyed that. And Stalker and I in the last segment both picked Hovland to win. So I guess we didn't listen to you beforehand.
Hey, I had Sam on Wednesday. Right now, Hovland does make a lot of sense. Hovland makes a lot of sense. He does need to drive it better like Sam, and he does need to putt it better. Yeah. But his iron game is peaking. There's no doubt. The best story of the day, obviously, is Adam Scott. I mean, he's in his mid-40s. It's like Justin Rose at the Masters. Yeah. He's also statistically hitting the ball the best and rolling it the best. But for me, Sam Burns.
All right. Well, have a good day. We'll see how it plays out today in the U.S. Open.
Happy Father's Day. Thanks for having me on, guys. I loved it.
Thanks for coming on.
That was Keith Stewart from Read the Line. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Josh Fleming and get you some golf tips. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
It's back. The 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th Annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again. Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't have to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca. Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today. Available on Amazon. Now you know.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Wake up with the Nielsen Show with Dustin Nielsen and Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9 on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta, Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGF Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. And it is now time for the Century Mile Minute. Catch live thoroughbred and quarter horse racing action every Friday and Saturday, plus enjoy exciting slots, electronic table games, vibrant dining, and more. Century Mile is the entertainment destination located next to the Edmonton International Airport. For more information, visit centurymile.com. And last week on the show in the Century Mile Minute, we talked about Stalker owns a horse with some other partners in the horse, and it won its last race. It won a couple times previously, I want to say last year.
Yeah.
So didn't
win earlier this year.
Share some information on that, Stalker. Your horse won, and I know there's different levels of races, and because it won, like what goes into the process now? Is it going to go up into a higher race? Does it elevate him to be able to maybe race in some bigger races next time? Like, talk about what that looks like.
Well, if it was a claiming race, then you would, you could move a horse up in price or just leave him at the same level. But this was a condition allowance race. So now he'll probably have to go up against non-winners of 4 races. He's at 3. So he'll be facing a little tougher competition. But the thing is with Keystone is that, like, he ran so bad in Phoenix, it was unbelievable. Like, we were ready to give up on him. But then the trainer took off his shoe and there was a big pus pocket in his foot. And how that went unnoticed for a month, I don't know. But during that 1 month, he was obviously, running in pain.
Yeah, hurting, yeah.
Yeah. So now that that's been cleared up, he looked really good winning.
Yeah. So it wasn't in a claiming race, so someone couldn't have basically stolen that horse from you.
Right, yeah. Claiming races is just like any horse that goes in for a price of $10,000, $12,000, whatever it is. Anybody can buy that horse if you've got a license.
Wow. Fascinating stuff. Well, when's it going to run back again now?
In a week. Next weekend should be running back, and we'll go with Keystone to win right back.
All right. We'll see how that plays itself out. Well, congratulations again, Stalker. That's got to be crazy exciting.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun, especially, like I said, since he'd been running so poorly, and then for him to come around the last turn and take the lead and draw off down the stretch was really exciting.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Well, we'll now welcome Josh Fleming from 365 Golf in Calgary to the show, a couple of time winner of Teacher of the Year in Alberta. How you doing this morning, Josh?
I'm fantastic. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, doing good. Everyone in Edmonton is a little sad today that the Oilers didn't get her done last night, but there's still a couple more games there to go, but we'll see how that plays itself out. And happy Father's Day.
Crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
I'm not the biggest Oil fan, but I'll cheer for McDavid. So
all right.
I'm hoping for a big W in Edmonton in a few nights.
All right. Well, Josh, tell us about 365 Golf and what makes your indoor facility different than traditional golf experiences.
Yeah, you know what? 365 Golf, we've got a really cool space. We're about 1,400 square feet right now, and we've got 10 televisions in there showing all of the sports that you can watch, a couple of TrackMan simulators, offering just some awesome graphics. And then to boot, we have a really strong staff that are just providing a great experience. So, I don't think there's another indoor place around ours that has as many professionals willing to help, people play better golf and enjoy the game more.
You mentioned TrackMan, but you use a host of other technology at 365 Golf, like Bodie Track for weight transfer analysis, Hack Motion for wrist and hand movement, and K Motion for 3D motion analysis. Can you just talk about some of those technologies and how you feel that they work?
Yeah, teaching golf with technology just allows you to explain things to a better degree, I find. If you're working on something like club path, it's nice to be able to measure what's creating club path, or, every body motion that the body makes can be measured. So if that's weight transfer or pressure shifts, I should say, it's nice to be able to show the end user, the student, the benefits of what they're doing. So it just adds another kind of visual to the mix, right? When we talk about wrist positions, if we're trying to compress the ball more, Hack Motion is fantastic for that. So just adds another level of being able to explain to a higher degree to the student what you're doing, why you're working on it, and how they're really going to benefit from the changes you're working on.
What kind of tip would you give to an average golfer who wants to get a little bit better using whatever Bodie Track, Hack Motion, or K Motion, or is something
Yeah.
that you see a lot of people doing wrong?
You know, one of the biggest, I think, is to try and be able to produce a little bit of forward shaft lean at the moment of strike.
Yeah.
To produce forward shaft lean, a lot of things have to go the right direction, if you will. So in trying to learn to compress the golf ball from an early stage, something that I don't think amateurs learn soon enough in the game. First of all, when you compress the golf ball, you want to play more because it feels good, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
But then that compression also generally leads to maybe a little bit straighter ball flight because you're finding hopefully the center of the face more often. So, you know, every one of the pieces of technology that we use can help you do that. So yeah, that's what my general focus is when I start teaching most golfers, is to get them getting that good sound, good compression off the club face.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Josh Fleming from 365 Golf. Now, Josh, your approach to teaching is described as fun first coaching. What does that mean, and how does it differ from traditional golf instruction?
Yeah, you know, I just think it's really important to keep the learning situation lighthearted. You know, there's so many barriers to golf, and you know, it can be an intimidating game for people to get into, to continue to play. And we teach golfers, you know, for us, the two main demographics are one, you know, working professionals who are getting to a stage where they need to play a little bit more golf for work, maybe, right? Or two, some ladies who are just really interested in getting out playing with their husbands, their partners, or joining a ladies league. And if we can keep that learning environment an enjoyable one, they'll want to come back. And when people are having fun, the game of golf succeeds, because if you're having fun, you want to keep doing it. So whatever we can do to keep that lightheartedness going while trying to improve, I think that's just good for, of course, 365, but good for all the stakeholders in the industry. So that's what we like to focus on, is getting people to smile while they're learning to play.
Yeah, enough of that goes on sometimes. There's a lot of horrible days out there, aren't there? But we still do it because we still love it. But
Most days we do.
Yeah. You're expanding your Trinity Hills location significantly, I understand. What's driving that growth, and what can golfers expect from the new space?
Yeah, you know, we're fortunate. We've had a few really good years at 365, and our team has grown. We've taken on some different product lines or service lines. We've got a junior program now that we started back in September last year with Wade Waters. We've taken on some other coaches. Ryan Ames is working with us now. We had a couple other guys get their pro cards last summer. So we've got more coaches. The demand is there for us to continue coaching golf. So expansion just makes sense. We're adding 2 bays, so doubling our capacity. And we're really excited about that. And hopefully it'll allow us to give golfers across Alberta, Calgary area, more space to play golf as well. Our winter leagues and events will expand at the same time as our coaching next winter. So it should be open in October, and we're really excited about that.
What about Edmonton? Any thoughts of opening a location in Edmonton?
If the Oilers win the cup, we'll think about it.
We'll hold you to that.
Absolutely. You know, I don't know exactly what the future of 365 holds, but it's definitely going to grow outside the Calgary area. It's a goal of mine and everybody that's working with me right now. So we look forward to doing that. And when the opportunity presents itself, we'll definitely jump on it.
365 Golf works with everyone from young kids all the way to, you know, high-profile athletes. But how important is community involvement to your business philosophy?
Yeah, you know what? It's incredibly important. It was one of the reasons we started our junior program back in September last year. Wade joined us, and you know, we started what we call our YPG program, Young Performance Golf, and I think we've already got 25 plus kids in it that are taking coaching each week. So to be able to give back to junior golf is fantastic, and something that we're really excited about. You know, we anytime the opportunity arises for us to donate to charities or provide lesson time or simulator time, we're always happy to. In the Calgary area, it seems as though kids cancer is definitely one that our business has given back to a few times, and very proud to have done that. And then, you know, high profile athletes, a really interesting one came up. I'm actually coaching Jesse Lumsden right now.
Oh, yeah.
Former CFL football player and bobslayer.
Yeah.
Canadian bobslayer. And he's looking for something after his sports of choice. So helping Jesse excel at golf is giving him ambition in sport past his sports of choice. And it's really neat to watch the attitudes that he had in other sports transcend to golf. And it's going really well. So, yeah, we like to give back the best ways possible.
He's coming along? Jesse?
Slowly but surely. I'll tell you what, man, that guy can swing a golf club real fast, though.
Yeah,
Holy smokes. When it goes, it goes.
Well, his torso is massive. He's muscle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you'll have to say hi to him for me. I played golf with him several times when he was up here in Edmonton playing with the Eskimos. So I've known Jesse for a lot of years.
Right on. I will.
So, Josh, for listeners, we all have winter here. So, we all face similar challenges with this. But how does indoor simulator golf help maintain and improve skills during the off season?
Yeah, it's just repetition, right? So first and foremost, even if you're not taking a coaching program, just swinging the clubs all year round is a really nice way that when golf courses do open, you're not starting fresh every year. If you're getting some reps in over the winter and maybe working on your game or even playing in a winter league, I mean, gosh, there's dozens of them around the province now. It keeps you swinging the golf club so that come summertime, those competitive juices can still be there. Right? You're not starting fresh. You're not trying to find your swing thought on the first tee. Golf season is so short in Alberta to be able to play year round. You want to capitalize in the summer, and taking some coaching, working on your game over the winter is a nice way to capitalize on what feels like a 3-month golf season sometimes.
A lot of golfers come in, I'm sure, to your location and have the wrong equipment. How important is club fitting?
Yeah, having the right tools for the job is obviously so important. I was saying to a friend the other day, I'm like, well, you don't cut your grass with a weed whipper. You find a lawnmower too, right? So having the right tools for the job, at 365, we custom fit only Callaway, but every brand out there, whether it be Callaway, TaylorMade, Srixon, doesn't matter who it is. There's so many great custom fitting options now, and having the right gear in your bag it eliminates a variable, right? Now it's not the clubs, it's not the equipment, it's the golfer. So, it's always the archer, not the arrow if you're custom fit.
One last quick one for you, Josh. Our question of the week on the show is, what is the funniest thing you've ever seen on a golf course?
Well, watching Rory break a tee block this week was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Didn't love that. Funniest thing I've seen on the golf course? Probably, the 4 or 5 putt by someone who's lining the 4th putt up.
Yeah, right.
Something to that effect. Yeah.
Well, if people want to get more information on 365 Golf or get lessons from you, how can they find you?
Yeah, online at 365golf.ca. Our social media handle is at 365golfca. And you can always email us at info@365golf.ca. Or shoot me an email at jfleming@365golf.ca.
And Murray, just before you leave, with 365 Golf, you're open 7 days a week, and you're open early, and you stay open late, so there's no excuse that you don't have time to get there.
This is true. We try to make sure we're accessible to the community, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, have yourself a great Sunday, and appreciate your time.
You bet. Thank you, guys. You have a great afternoon, or great morning, hey?
All right. Thanks very much. That's Josh Fleming from 365 Golf. On the other side of the break, we're going around YEG and chatting with Jody Noseworthy, Assistant General Manager at the Edmonton Garrison Golf Club. Thanks for joining us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacey and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Millwoods Golf Course. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 26 at Millwoods Golf Course. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt here, along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com. And a quick text to get to. Well, guys, the execs over at CBS must be all sick to the stomach today looking at this leaderboard. And I don't know if I agree with that. What do you think, Stalker?
Oh, I agree with the guy who wrote that tweet or text to you. There's one guy I just checked. There's one guy under par in this late wave going out in that Rory. He's 1 under. Everybody else is +3, +4, +5, +6 today. The scores are getting higher. I don't know. Do you think somebody will still stay around close to par to win it, or is it going to take a little more than that?
Well, Burns is 4 under.
Right.
So for him to finish over par,
Yeah.
he's got to shoot 75 or 6.
Which is possible.
It's absolutely possible. He's been solid all week. I'm going to say 1 under wins.
1 under?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we'll see which.
I don't think there's nobody's going wild today. So, I mean, and I expect that to continue.
It is the U.S. Open, though, so I'm not sure that the execs at CBS are sick to their stomach with his leaderboard. It's the U.S. Open, and there's a lot of intrigue there with how difficult it is and whatnot, so I think they're just fine.
Okay.
You never know. But the eyeballs will be on that all day. And we're going to head around YEG now and check in with the Edmonton Garrison Golf Club and Assistant General Manager Jody Noseworthy. Good morning, Jody. How you doing today?
Morning. How are you, buddy?
Doing well. We're just talking about the U.S. Open. What are you enjoying this? Do you like the guys getting beat up a little bit out there, or would you rather see the scores a lot lower?
I actually like them going really low, but I don't mind seeing them getting beat up every now and then because it just gives us local guys a little perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
Wonder what we'd shoot out there, Murray.
People have asked me that. I don't think I'd break 100. What do you think, Jody?
Oh, no, not a chance. We're not breaking 100 there.
I don't think so either. I have a buddy.
Not a chance. I'm going with even is going to win it.
You think even? I was mentioned earlier, I have a buddy that's down there, and he's about a 12, 13 handicap, and I asked him, be honest, what do you think you'd shoot there? Would you break 200? And he said, I'm not going to lie, I don't think I would finish very many holes. So,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, where you get in that rough, eh? And, we're not used to playing in that. Try and get out of that in one, yeah, good luck.
You mean the rough isn't like that at Edmonton Garrison?
I don't think our Hills fescue is like that.
Yeah.
What do they got? 5.5 inches of rough, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Well, Jody, many listeners might not know, are you open to the public at Edmonton Garrison Memorial, or is the course reserved exclusively for military members?
No, not a chance, Murray. We are open to everybody. And that's still one of the misconceptions going around Edmonton, that we are just a military course, but absolutely not. Everybody is welcome here at the Garrison, buddy.
Yeah, it's. I've been out there a few times. I like the course, especially the back nine better than the front, but the front's good too. But it, like you say, it is a misconception that I often ask people or people often ask me if it's just open to the military. So.
Yeah, we've done a good job the last couple of years. And I know you guys have helped us out greatly also, because I've been on a couple of times last year and again this year. The word is getting out there that we are open to the public, so every opportunity I get to do something like this, I absolutely take it.
Are memberships still available for purchase this season?
Yeah, we're still doing it. We're almost up to our half of the year membership right now. We've done really well this year, actually. I know Maria will certainly appreciate this. I think we got about 65 new members this year.
Oh, great.
And the majority of them are under 30.
Oh, even better.
Right, so that's huge for us, man, Curtis. That is huge for us to keep the progression going here, right, with the younger guys, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. What about Twilight specials?
Yeah, we're starting our Twilight on the weekdays. We started at 3, and I noticed probably about 2 years ago, we always had a gap because we used to start it on 4 on the weekends, and the tee sheet was always open between around 2 to 4. So we bumped it back this year now to start Twilight actually at 2 p.m. on the weekends.
Oh, good.
And like I said, it's a pretty good deal, right? $52.50.
Yeah.
Get you 18 holes of golf, a cart, and a sleeve of golf balls, our logo golf balls, right?
And a sleeve of balls.
And it's becoming really popular, actually. We're doing really well with the Twilight this year.
Well, you should be with that kind of a rate. It's a great deal. I'm going to go out there and get some balls.
Jody, they're the old pinnacles, buddy. They're hard as rocks, but hey, they still work.
Jody, you're an apprentice professional. Andre DiBartello's an associate professional, and Matt Gawley's been the head professional there for a long time. Do you guys do a lot of lessons?
Actually, so last year young Dean Page got his pro card towards the end of last year.
Okay.
So Dean is here this year also as well. And now we've been doing a fair amount of lessons. We get a fair amount of requests this year. So we've been pretty steady with the lessons all year, actually.
Didn't Andre retire?
Yeah, Andre has retired, but we'll still call him my little mentor. So he's always giving me advice every week. Me and him are always chatting, and I'm always asking his opinion on stuff. So technically, he doesn't work here anymore, but he still has a big influence here.
Awesome. Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Jody Noseworthy, Assistant GM of the Edmonton Garrison Golf Club. Does the Garrison host corporate tournaments, and what services and amenities do you provide for groups looking to organize a memorable event out there?
Oh, absolutely we do, Murray. I'm not going to lie to you, we're pretty full, especially with our membership increase this year. So we're pretty well full for our larger ones, but we're always hosting small company ones like 40, 50 players. Right? We got the lounges here for them. One of our big attractions for corporate tournaments is all of our military equipment, right? Like I said, soon, I know both you guys have been up here. As soon as you walk in the parking lot, you see a tank, right? And that's just some stuff we have here that others don't get the opportunity to get up on, climb on, and learn about the military history here at the Garrison, right?
We had Josh Fleming from 365 Golf on, and I asked him this question. I'm going to ask you the same one. It goes back to with teaching with lessons and that. Give us a tip. Something that amateur golfers do wrong a lot of the time.
Play from the wrong tees.
Yeah, isn't that true, eh?
Like we got black tees out here, and it stretches out to almost 7,100 yards.
Oh.
There should not be a divot on those black tee boxes from some of the people I see playing them, but.
Right. Your score will definitely improve if you play from the right tee box.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, just play from the appropriate one. You're going to have more fun doing it, right?
Exactly. You'll have way more fun if you play the right tee box, for sure.
Yeah, hey, Murray, that's why we don't play from 6,800s at Red Tail on Monday, right?
No.
It's more fun than 61.
Especially in that 3-club win. No, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely it was.
In the winter, your facility transforms with curling ice. What different types of options do you have for people to enjoy with your curling facility?
Yeah, so once again, like I said, we're open all winter for curling bonspiels as well. We got our leagues going at nighttime, Monday to Friday, but we're always looking to host corporate curling bonspiels during the weekends and during the days. Like I said, the lounge is here, fully accessible for them. So we're really trying to build up our curling leagues as well in the upcoming year.
I'm going to go back to lessons and tips because Murray knows that I ask this question a lot, and I ask everybody. I'm a horrible putter. Without seeing me putt or blindfolded, it's a better way to watch me anyway putt. What do a lot of golfers do wrong with putting? I don't push them. I don't pull them. I do it both.
So the big problem I have with some of the people I'm trying to teach out here, it's as long as you get your pace right? You got to try to get your pace right. You don't have to make every single putt, but if you can put a little 2-foot circle around the cup and get it to there, especially for newer golfers, it eliminates that 3 and 4 putting, right?
Right. Yeah, just I don't know but I think there's something fundamentally wrong with the way I putt. I don't know if I use my shoulders enough or if I use my wrists too much or what it is, but time for some lessons.
Pay Jody and go get a lesson from him.
That's right, exactly.
Beyond golf, you guys also host events like Christmas parties, engagement celebrations, and other events. What makes your venue a popular choice for these special occasions?
I think one of the big things, Murray, is the size of it, right? We can fit like over 200 people in here. Wow. So if you have any bigger company functions, the reviews we've been getting on our chef and the food that he provides to everybody has been very positive. It was very friendly, welcoming atmosphere. Some of the others, we have a lot of military memorabilia also in the lounge, and I know that's a big draw for people, right? Because they just like taking pictures of it and sitting there and reading about the military history over the years, right?
A text just came in. One of our listeners says that you guys sure do have a great lounge. So
it is a great lounge. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Jocelyn does a great job in there running that place in there. I just give her some direction every now and then and just let her go.
Well, one last one for you. If what is the question of the week on the show is, what is the funniest thing you've seen on a golf course?
The funniest thing I've seen on a golf course. Well, for out here personally, for me, it was a couple of years ago. It was during Senior Men's League, and I was watching one of our members. He hit it a little too close to the pond on a number 11, and I thought he could hit out of it, and he could not. And let's just say his pants and shirt and everything were wet when he was done.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, if people want to get out and play at the Edmonton Garrison, how can they book a tee time?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, egmgolf.com, or you can call our pro shop, 780-973-3033, and hit extension 1 for the pro shop, and one of the fine staff here will be happy to book you in.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time, and we'll check back in with you again later in the year. Have yourself a great Sunday, and enjoy the U.S. Open today.
All right, thanks, guys. It was always great talking to you.
Thanks.
All right, that was Jody Noseworthy from the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. On the other side of the break, Stalker and I are going to talk all things local golf. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province. For players learning to compete, the Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. Spend your time relaxing and getting back to the great outdoors. Phase 5 lots are selling now with prices starting at $89,000. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Get all the latest news and takes on everything Oilers with Dustin Nielsen and Tom Gazzola on the Oil Stream. Live at noon, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Only on EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 75 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf. Show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcots, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views over the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the RM Road exit off the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass-driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full-facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911.
I came in 2 under par.
I ended up in the pond again.
Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Did you know golfers average 162 hours a year on their feet? With the Addy Zero ZG from Adidas Golf, light isn't less, it's more. More Sunset 9s, more stamina with footwear designed to spend hours on your feet. With Light Strike Pro cushioning that boosts efficiency and walking propulsion, you can go out for a long round and enjoy what the course has to offer. Step into the feeling of light all round with Addy Zero ZG. Right now, during our Addy Buck promotion at participating retailers, when you purchase any new 2025 Adidas golf shoe like the Addy Zero ZG, you'll receive $50 towards any additional Adidas golf items from the Pro Shop. Adidas.ca.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, here along with Curtis Stock. This segment is brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com or visit corporateconnections.com for more information. And soccer question of the day is, what is the funniest thing you've seen on a golf course?
Okay, now the funniest thing, I didn't see it, but a friend of mine swears it's true. It happened at Northern Bear Golf Course. Guy was so disgusted with his game that after he finished playing 18, he threw his clubs into the water.
Oh my God.
And then he left and he walked away, and he came back about 10 minutes later, and people who were watching on the deck thought, oh, okay, the guy's going to get his clubs. And sure enough, he goes in, takes the clubs out, opens his zipper, takes out his wallet and his car keys, and throws the clubs back in the water.
My gosh.
Yeah, so that was apparently happened at Northern Bear on 18.
Wow. Well, that's crazy. Well, being an operator of a golf course for my entire life, I've seen a lot of stuff.
I'm sure you have,
yeah. A couple I'll talk about. One, some of the weirdest things I've seen is people and they're stretching. Like I've seen people down on all fours on the first tee box, like doing donkey kicks, throwing their legs out and doing wind sprints before they play golf and things like that, which is like, okay, that's funny because you're just like seeing a guy on all, I don't know, that's kind of funny. But
I do some stretches on the first tee.
Yeah, but you're not on your hands and legs throwing your leg out sideways like this. That's a little much, I'm sure. One time when I was down in Nanton, I look out the back door of the pro shop and I see these carts driving down the secondary highway that splits the front nine and the back nine there. And I holler at one of the kids, let's go. We got to go chase these guys down and see what's going on. So we hop in carts and we're chasing them down the road.
You got a rally going on.
In faster carts. We hopped in faster carts. So we eventually caught them and I just yelled at, like they're like 3/4 of a mile away from the golf course. And I yell at him, what the F are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And the guy said, well, they told us if we drove to that power pole that's right there, they'll flash us. The girls did. So, all right, I get why they maybe did that. But anyways, the biggest one, though, I got to talk about, when I worked at Wolf Creek, I was assistant pro at Wolf Creek for a few years. Right out in front, the old course there, the 10th tee is right out in front. And I didn't see any groups coming through forever.
Oh, yeah.
So I radioed to the marshal. His name was Roger McCurdy was his name. Hey, Roger, you want to go out to number 9? I haven't seen someone come through to number 10 for a long time. You gotta come or you gotta go check out what's going on. And like a few minutes later, he radios me. He says, Murray, are you busy in the pro shop right now? I'm like, no, what's up? And he says, you gotta come out to number 9 and see this. We had a bus of
Oh, I heard
Korean
about
people
this. Yeah.
that were out there playing that day. And on the 9th green, they were all sitting there on their knees with chopsticks and little boxed lunches that they brought themselves. Like
with blankets too. I heard.
Yeah. And then they were like on the tee box. There was like 7 or 8 groups on the 9th tee box, all waiting for these guys to get done.
Finish their
like,
lunch.
oh my God. Like that, what a mess that was. But
yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
I could go on and on and on about stories, but I mean that one with the 9th green, that's probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
crazy.
heard that. And then like in the backlog.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been fun.
No.
But, and how do you explain that to people? Yeah, some guys decided to have lunch on the 9th green. So, oh boy.
At least it wasn't takeout.
All right, Stalker, what went on for local events this week?
Well, quite a bit. There was a couple PGA of Alberta events. One at Red Tail, one by Mitchell Fox. No surprise there.
No surprise there.
With a 67. That was 3 ahead of Adam Bruce. And there was a seniors division. And at Red Tail, Phil McCluskey of River Bend to 69. Murray, you played in that, and you said you were in the lead there for a while.
Yeah, most of the day I was winning. I was 3 under through 6, and I was leading solo through 11. I was still tied for the lead through 14, but I blew it in the end. I had a few 3 putts, and I bogeyed both par 5s on the back 9 at Red Tail. The wind was howling. There was a 2 or 3 club wind. It was a tough day out there, but
and that was at Red Tail where it howls.
Howls, yeah. But I had a pretty good day, no question.
Okay, and there was also a PGA event, the Clanny Pro Scramble at Water Valley. I've never played Water Valley, but I hear it's good. But anyway, Spencer and Nick Vandermeer, they won that. It was a team event, and they beat Calgary's Chris Horton and Braden Chow in a playoff. In other local events was the Edmonton Amateur. It was held at Mill Woods. Michael Valk of Medicine Hat's Desert Bloom Golf Course somehow made a second round 78, and it was irrelevant as he bookended that round with a 64 and a 67 to win by 2 over Blackhawks' Braden O'Grady and Calgary's Josiah Tong, who tied for second 2 shots back of Valk.
Now, I heard the win that second day was off the charts. That's why I think the scores in day 2 there were sky high.
I'm sure. Yeah, well, he had a lot of wind last week.
Yeah.
The Edmonton Country Club's Brock Crossan was 4th, another shot back after a final round of 66, and Valk won it with a triple bogey on number 18 in the second round. But over the 3 days, Valk also registered 16 birdies and 2 eagles. Then on the Maple Leaf Junior Mini Tour at Calgary's Little Devil Golf Course, Edmonton's Blake Widmer won back-to-back events. After winning 2 weeks ago, Widmer, 8 years old, shot a 3 over 65 on the par 62 layout to defeat another Edmontonian, Jordy Bain, by 4 shots. And in the Maple Leaf Tour's invitation only at Canmore Stewart Creek, Hayden Desmarais won the 15 to 19 girls division by 2 with a 78 over Edmonton golfer Emma Lou. And in the juvenile boys, Sherwood Park's Brady Wagner, 16, penciled in a 269 to win that division.
Lots of good scores happening in a windy week.
Yeah, it really was windy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sure was. And I think that you don't have any knowledge of any hole-in-ones. So,
none again, no.
Again, so to me, the wind has a big factor in that because it is not easy to score well in big winds.
No, that's way harder. I'd much sooner play in the rain than in the wind.
Yeah, me too, 100%, which I had to do on Friday, which we'll get into in a little bit. But what about you? What did you get up to for golf this week?
Well, I played at Victoria in the men's league, and then I played at Goose Hummock again. And this is my second round there. I played there last year, and that was the first time I had played there in about 20 years. I had vowed that I was never going to go back to Goose Hummock, but the changes they made are great. It's a very solid layout. It's definitely worth the money. It's a course that I highly recommend to play.
Well, yeah, nothing wrong with that. I haven't played there in a long time, too. Kind of the same idea as you. It's like,
but it's good. Yeah, and like every hole is good. There's, a lot of approaches to slightly elevated greens that are well protected by bunkers. It's pretty, it's picturesque, and it's very strategic.
Yeah, well, that's good. No. And the conditions you said were pretty solid, too?
Really good. Really good, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, my week, Stalker, I had a Curtis Stock week this week. We were talking about that last week. So on Sunday, I played my normal Sunday game at the ranch. So That was always fun as usual. Kevin and I played with Kevin Carrius and I played with two guys from a small town. They bought us in an auction to play golf with us.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you joked about who in the heck would want to pay money to play with us. But we had a lot of fun with those guys, and it was a great day on the course, actually. Then Monday I played at Red Tail in the hurricane winds, and I played great and won some money there.
Yeah.
Then the next day, on Tuesday, I played in the West Edmonton Business Association charity tournament. It was at the ranch, and our team got second. I had a pretty decent day there too. But afterwards in the prizes, there was a big, huge cooler that was a prize. It was worth like $600.
Oh, yeah.
And I said to the guy beside me, geez, I'd kind of like to win that. And the winner is Murray McCourt. So I'm like, wander up. And it was stuffed with other stuff too. It was a pretty good prize. Then as soon as I'm sitting down, I just set the cooler beside me and I hear this, and the winner is Murray McCourt. So I'm like, back up and I'm like, what did I win now? And they said, oh, you won that. And it was a charcuterie board with wine glasses and some wine in it. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I sit back down and I start drawing ticket numbers. Oh, they drew my ticket number, the third one out. So I go back up and get another prize. I know. That was kind of crazy. Then on Wednesday, I played in the PGA match play at Windermere. And Windermere, if you have a chance to get out there and play, oh my, is it in good condition. I loved it. But so Sean and I played our match against a couple of guys, Jeff Murdoch and Doug Ritchie from Stony Plain, and we got her done. We won 2-1. So
good.
Yeah, we had both Sean and I played pretty well there at Windermere, and it's just great to get out there and play. It's a great golf course, as you know.
Yeah.
Then I actually didn't play on Thursday, and on Friday I played at the Quarry in the autism charity tournament. They've made some changes out at the Quarry as well. Fixed up some drainage issues, got rid of a few waste bunkers, and got it sorted in. I texted Taylor Sinsky after the round when I'm sitting in the banquet, and he said, "Well, I loved the changes. The conditions there were really solid. So, good job to those, Taylor and his crew at the Quarry, because that course is great." But I don't have any fun stories of winning a boatload of prizes or anything. But I played pretty good. I had a good week of golf.
You had a good week. It sounds like
I played pretty well. So I played today in my Sunday match with Carius, and then tomorrow we're hosting the Pro Senior on the from PGA of Alberta Pro Senior at the ranch tomorrow. Normally I play with Carius in that, but he can't take tomorrow off of work because of these Oiler guys are still playing, and it's too busy with him at his work to play. So I'm playing with Derek Senko, our superintendent at the ranch, just turned the right age to be able to get in. So I'll have a good day on the golf course with him tomorrow, and hopefully win some more money. Yeah. So what about you this week? What do you got coming up this week, Stalker?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to go try Devon. I haven't played there this year, and I always enjoy that course. So I think maybe my wife and I, she likes to golf, and she likes playing at Devon. So I think we'll go to Devon.
Well, that sounds good. Now, but right now it seems like you're just playing your Victoria, and then on Thursdays with your buddies. Like I was joking about having a Curtis Stock week last week because it's normally you that's playing 5 times a week. Now,
I know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just been busy and just haven't got out enough. And like you say, it's been windy, and I don't like playing in the wind too much.
What does busy look like to a retired guy like you?
Heaven.
Well, but I thought heaven to Curtis Stock is being on a golf course.
On a golf course, yeah, that would be it. Yeah, on a golf course with some water in the ocean, like at Cape Breton.
Well, yeah, I know you were lucky enough to get there. I'm dying. That's on a bucket list for me for sure. I just want to circle back to the U.S. Open, Stalker, because we talked about it a week ago in this segment about. And we talked about it with Bob Weeks as well, about how difficult the course was going to be and whether we liked that or we didn't like that.
Yeah.
We've seen 3 rounds. Yeah. There's 4 guys under par going into today, which is probably maybe not what was expected. But overall, what's your takeaway from it? Are you happy with what's going on, or is it too difficult in your opinion?
It's too difficult. It's I think I alluded to it before. It's a car crash, and which is kind of apt because there's a thoroughfare that actually runs right through the middle of the golf course. And, with a rough 5.5 inches and they can't find the ball, if it's you or I out there, we don't have guys out there with little white flags to put where our balls are lost.
Yeah, they're just, if you miss the fairway, it's lost. Yeah, for sure.
And the greens being as fast as they are, I'd like to see some names in the leaderboard. And right now, we really don't have it.
Well, and I would agree with that when you make it this difficult, the cream doesn't always necessarily rise to the top.
No.
It levels the playing field where, some guys that are a little further down in the world rankings are going to be able to sneak up there and get her done. But, overall, though, once a year, I'm on board with it. So I'm not complaining. I'm interested to see how
I
it
think
plays
I
out
would
today.
be more interested if there was, if Rory was at the top contending, or Scheffler or somebody. But Schauffele's +7, Spieth is +6, Connors +8, McIlroy +9, Matsuyama +14, Cantley, Dustin Johnson, DeChambeau, and my pick, Joaquin Niemann, didn't even make the cut. I thought Joaquin Niemann was going to play good this week.
Yeah, well, he's been dominating on the Live Tour, but he comes over here and he doesn't do anything. So again, another to the Live Tour, and the guy's not playing enough golf. But
no, the other guys aren't either. Ram and
exactly. So
Dustin Johnson.
Well, we'll see how it plays out today, but definitely been an interesting week for sure. On the other side of the break, we are going to chat with Mike Steele. He's with a new program in Alberta called First Tee Alberta, which is part of Golf Canada. So we'll tell you all about that program. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
This summer, Alberta Golf is focused on recreational and junior play. Recreational players can find their fun at upswing.ca. The McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour has 24 stops across the province. For players learning to compete, the Youth on Course program is back, letting juniors play for $5 or less at participating facilities. Any $10 donation made to the Alberta Golf Foundation pays for an 18-hole round for a kid in Alberta. For more on everything we do, albertagolf.org.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. The hosts of the VIP Golf Show are also published authors. That's right, your golf show hosts Curtis Stock and Murray McCourt both have incredible books out right now. Search on Amazon for The Turcottes, the remarkable story of a horse racing dynasty by Curtis Stock, and Outside the Tee Box, my personal journey and secrets to success in the golf business by Murray McCourt. Order your copies today, available on Amazon. Now you know.
Acme Scrap Iron and Metals offers fast, friendly, and reliable service. They will supply containers of different sizes to remove all types of metals and for the removal of demolition waste. Plus, they buy steel, cast iron, copper, aluminum, brass, and more. With 50 years of business, Acme Scrap Iron and Metals has created a strong commitment to the proper handling of materials and adhere to environmental standards. Visit acmescrapmetal.com for hours of operation and call 780-447-1623 to arrange for a container.
Let your perfect day of golf start at the 27-hole Legends Golf and Country Club. With picturesque views of the River Valley and only 4 minutes off the Orem Road exit from the Henday, the Legends also features a large grass driving tee range and the world's largest golf car museum. Visit the legendsgolf.ca website to plan your next round with drone flights over all 3 nines. To book your tee time at Edmonton's finest full facility 27-hole golf course, call 780-449-4911 or visit us online.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
It's back, the 6th annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Tee off for a great cause with hole-in-one contests, food and drink stations, dunk tanks, and even a chance to win a golf trip for 2 to Pebble Beach. Be a part of an incredible day on one of Edmonton's most picturesque courses, all in support of the Stollery Child Life Program. Golf, give back, make a difference. The 6th Annual Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Classic. Sign up, sponsor, or learn more today at ardentroofsystems.com.
Accelerate business connections and executive level with Corporate Connections. Some of the brightest minds in Edmonton come together to discuss and brainstorm big thoughts. Corporate Connections Think Tank brings our members and selected guests together to share experiences and ideas around some of the most relevant topics in business today. Topics that impact each of us, every business, most decisions, all initiatives. Will you come and join the conversation? Get questions answered, learn a few new perspectives, and be part of this energetic and inspiring event on May 28th. Corporate Connections Think Tank. Visit us at corporateconnections.com, where leaders connect.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, August 28th at Leduc Golf and Country Club. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast, followed by a round of golf at the scenic Leduc Golf and Country Club. Then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all culminating in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists NAIT culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
I could have taken some photos for OnlyFans. Reed Wilkins up-gown shots. What's Reed wearing for the eye surgery? What's going to pop out next? I think I was totally covered, except my eyeball peeking out, and maybe other parts of me. I don't know if they uncovered anything else. Cover up his face, but lift up that gown. Oh, you know what? Put it back.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your hosts, Murray McCourt and Curtis Stock, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt here along with Curtis Stock. This segment brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. And it is now trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting from the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And tonight it is for me, Stalker. I'm so excited. What is the trivia question this week?
Trivia question is, what is the lowest score in U.S. Open history and who holds it? What is the lowest score in U.S. Open history and who holds it?
All right, if you want to get in on that trivia contest, text into 780-218-9999. And one quick text to get to from Bootski. This is an answering the question of the day and what's the funniest thing he's seen on a golf course. Easily the funniest thing I saw at a golf course happened on number 14 at the Meadows 9 at Countryside. Long story short, I was overswinging to make up for a couple of whiffs off the tee. My third shot went off the toe of my 3-wood, through a barbed wire fence, and straight into the side of a cow. She was none the worse for the wear, but the ladies in the group stuck behind us were not amused.
No, not amused.
That's hilarious. Unbelievable. All right. Well, we're now going to introduce you to a new program in Alberta called First Tee Alberta. And we have, which is part of Golf Canada. We have the manager of First Tee Alberta on the show with us, new to Edmonton. Good morning, Mike Steele. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. You're dressed up a little bit different than normally. I've been seeing you with our kids playing on the same football team and you tossing around footballs.
Yeah, that's
as the coach,
a
one
funny,
of the coaches.
Funny little anecdote there. Murray and I, we come across from time to time in the golf industry, but I coach my daughter's flag football team, and I was surprised to learn that Murray's kid's also on the team, so we got to spend some time together this summer.
Well, I wasn't coaching. I was just, chirping from the sidelines like most parents do, right? But, a lot of fun, and appreciate you doing that for sure. People need volunteers to step up and do things like that, and I'm far too competitive in sports like that, so I don't want because if the kids aren't winning, then I'm going to be angry. So that's not a good idea for me to be coaching the kids. So appreciate you doing it, Mike. Anyways,
pleasure.
let's get into this First Tee Alberta. What is it?
Sure, yeah. So First Tee, like you kind of mentioned at the outset, we're relatively new to Alberta and to Canada. But First Tee, it actually launched back in the 90s, kind of as an offshoot of the PGA Tour. It's a program for kids. What I always like to tell people is First Tee is not a junior golf program. There are a lot of great junior golf programs across Edmonton, across Alberta, across Canada. First Tee is a youth development program, and we use golf as the vehicle to deliver those transformational life skills to kids. We all know there are so many strong life skills that can be developed through golf: respect, honesty, integrity, perseverance. And so we just use the First Tee program to introduce kids to the game of golf and help them learn some of those skills that golf are so baked into the game of golf.
How does First Tee work?
It's so we operate kind of in a three-prong model. So we work with local golf courses, local schools, and local community partners, and we've kind of identified a bit of a pathway. So we provide an equipment kit to a school or a community group, like Big Brothers Big Sisters is a huge partner of ours here in Edmonton. So we give them this equipment full of plastic clubs, tees, targets, balls, everything they need to do a very introductory, accessible version of the game of golf. And it's really designed for kids who have never played golf, never even really thought of golf as an option for them. We're talking about new Canadians, immigrants, BIPOC folks. And so we just want to get a club in their hands and have them experience the joy of swinging a club and hitting the ball in a very low pressure, accessible environment. And so once they've been introduced to it at their school or through their community program, like Big Brothers Big Sisters, we then kind of get them connected with the third prong of the program, which is our facility program, where we partner with local golf courses. And there we have instruction from PGA of Canada pros or coaches who are taught by the PGA to deliver a more kind of traditional golf experience, but still with those teachable moments and those baked in life lessons as an essential component to it.
What year did First Tee begin?
I don't know the year it started internationally. It's been around, like I said, since the early 90s in the United States. In Canada, Golf Canada partnered with the First Tee to launch in 2021, and it's been kind of rolling out across the country since then. Here in Alberta, we were the last chapter to launch here in Alberta. I was hired in September of 2023. Summer of 2024 was our first year of programming. We had 4 golf courses running the program across mostly in Calgary and Edmonton. And this year in 2025 being our second year of programming, we're now up to 10 courses across the province.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Mike Steele, the manager of First Tee in Alberta. Now, you said how it works, but go in a little deeper into that. Like, if a junior gets involved in First Tee for the first time, what is the pathway from the beginning through the end? Like, is there an end result of it? Do they graduate from the program? And just get into that a little bit.
Absolutely, that's a great question. So like I said, the pathway we've identified is we start with someone who has never picked up a club, their parents didn't play, they don't know the game, and we introduce it to them at their school or their after school program. From there, we get them connected with we call it our facility program, but really it's just they're playing with real clubs, real equipment at a golf course. Typically that starts on the driving range, on the practice green. We try and get our kids out onto 1 or 2 holes by the end of a 6-week session. But really, that's we empower our local course partners to structure it in a way that makes sense for them and works with their specific facility and their programming. So that programming exists right now in Alberta for kids up to 12 years old. We are piloting, we call it our level 3 programming for kids who are older. From there are a ton of opportunities internationally. So First Tee, we have the support of First Tee headquarters down in the United States, and they've got a huge alumni network and a huge network of opportunities for kids who come through the First Tee programming, things like scholarships and alumni tournaments and just different opportunities to stay involved in the game and stay involved in the first tee. But kind of more here domestically, the pathway that we have identified is we work with another program which is separate from First Tee, but kind of related. You may be familiar with the program called Youth on Course. It's very big here in Alberta. So we work with, once kids have come through the First Tee program, we work with Youth on Course. And so for those who don't know, Youth on Course is a program that provides subsidized green fees for children down to $5 to play around. So once a program or once a kid has come through the First Tee program, they automatically get a membership in Youth on Course. So they'll be introduced to the sport at their school. They'll then kind of try it out with the registered programming at our local golf course. And they say, okay, now I'm ready to go out and play a round. They can access that round through Youth on Course. And kind of even building on that a step further, we've got programming starting in this upcoming July in Mill Woods at Mill Woods Golf Course, and they've been super on top of things. They were able to secure donations from a local sponsor. So every kid who signs up for that program, not only are they getting access to the program, but they're also going to get a set of junior clubs to keep for themselves. So we're really trying to make it as easy and as accessible as possible for kids to get into the game, get their foot in the door.
Like last year, being your first year, you still had, I understand, like 1,100 kids out there, and 40% female. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's so female is a big part of what we're trying to do. So between our school program, the communities, and the actual on-course stuff, it was 1,100. We're hoping for 2,000 this year, and we'd like to actually get our target is to get 50% female participation because we really want to see that equity.
Well, it looks like you're heading in that direction. I mean, I think that's wonderful. 1,100 in the first year, Murray.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it's so important that the game continues to grow and evolve, because as people age out, we need new people getting in and enjoying the game, so the sport will continue on as popular as it is forever. It's a game that we can all play forever, but they need to start somewhere.
That's exactly it.
At the start of this year, you were looking to expand into Lethbridge, Medicine Hat, and Red Deer. Did that happen, or is it going to happen?
Yeah. So we've got golf course partners and school partners in each of those markets. We kind of expand Red Deer into central Alberta. Red Deer's a tough market to get into right now with some of the golf course closures they've got going on. But we've got programming going to be starting in Sylvan Lake at Lakewood Golf Resort, and some school partners in the central Alberta area. And then Lethbridge and Medicine Hat's been a great partner for us. They've already run a ton of kids through the program.
That's great.
Joining us on the VIP Golf Show is Mike Steele, the manager of First Tee of Alberta. Now, Mike, as you're talking about all this stuff and all the great things you're doing, big question that pops to mind is what is the funding model for this and the cost to the kids?
Yeah, awesome. So the program is backed by Golf Canada. I'm an employee of Golf Canada. They pay my salary. Golf Canada is very fortunate. They've got a strong network of philanthropists and donors who have put the money up to support this program, and we've got funding secured for the next 5 years at least to really establish ourselves and get to the point where we can be self-sustainable here. We have another staff on the team. Her sole responsibility is to seek out additional kind of corporate support grants and bring in donors. So we don't want to be charging kids for this program. A key priority is to make it as accessible as possible. So one of the corporate partners of what we're doing is RBC through a program called RBC Community Junior Golf. And so we work with them, and any course that they fund, they don't fund all of our programming, but they fund a good portion of it. Any programming at those courses is completely free. So you can go sign up for a 6-week program. You're taking golf lessons every week, with those life skills components, obviously a central part of that as well. And thanks to the support from RBC and through RBC Community Junior Golf, there's zero cost to the kids to get involved. We don't have the funding to do that at all of our 10 program locations across the province. We also have funding from Jumpstart and, like I said, through our corporate support. And so for those other courses, we work with the golf course to set a rate. And usually that's about $20 per kid per session. So if we're talking about a 6-week program, where it would be $120 plus or minus a little bit, depending on the specifics of the circumstance. However, we never ever want to turn a kid away if they can't afford that. We know golf can be an expensive sport to get into. So even that $120 for a 6-week program can be a barrier for some. So we have a financial aid program. When you go to the website and you sign up or you register to sign up for a program, if you can't afford to pay that, there's a button you can click to request financial aid. And we haven't declined a single request yet. Anybody who needs that support, we want to make sure they have access to it. And so if someone can only pay $20 or $50 or nothing at all, then we don't want to turn them away. We'll make sure they have an opportunity to get involved.
Now, if a junior gets involved in first tee, what is the route? What's the pathway look like?
So it varies depending on the specific program location. We have a curriculum that is pretty robust and pretty broad, but we really don't want to come into any of our local partners. I'll use Millwoods as an example here in Edmonton. We don't want to come to Millwoods and say, this is how you have to run it. You have to do it once a week for 6 weeks, or you have to do a single day camp. So we really we empower them to take the curriculum and structure it within their existing golf programming. And so the result of that is there's a lot of different variety. Millwoods, for example, they're running starting next month, Saturday afternoons. We've got that Rundle happening on Monday nights right now. One of our partners down in Medicine Hat takes more of a condensed approach where they do 4 days in a row, like almost like a summer camp for 3 hours a day. And so it really depends on the local partner. We want to make sure that they can fit it in with their own tee times and schedule at their course.
Mike, if people want to sign up, how can they do that?
Great question. www.firstteealberta.ca is our website. If you click the register link in the top right corner there, you'll see a list of all of our sessions. You can filter that just to the Edmonton area or to a specific course. We do have, like I said, we've got programming starting in July at a number of locations across the province. So anybody who's listening, no matter where you are, we probably have a spot for you. Things do tend to get full. So I would encourage you to, any of your listeners, if they want to get someone involved, if they think there's someone they know who might be a good fit for the program, don't hesitate to get registered, because we're more than half full at most of our program locations already. We just want to make sure anybody who needs the program or who could benefit from the program has an opportunity to get involved. So check it out.
And kids as young as 7?
7 to 12 with our school program. And actually, I'll take a step back. Down in Lethbridge, our coach, she actually came from Florida, where she was involved in the first tee program for a while there, and she's got some experience working with younger kids. So we have down to 5 in Lethbridge, but for the most part, it's 7 to 12.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like an awesome program, and welcome to Edmonton, Mike. Thanks for sharing all the information on that. Can't wait to hear more about it as it carries on.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, that was Mike Steele from First Tee Alberta. Stalker trivia.
Lowest score in U.S. Open history is 16 under.
16 under par. And the winner was, I remember this name from winning previous years, Patty Drozak. Congratulations to you, Patty. I'll email you as soon as I get back to the ranch here with how you can claim your prize. Next week on the show, we will chat with Bob Paley from Kananaskis, Kevin Smith from Alberta Golf. We'll talk junior golf with Derek Baker. Golf industry legend Mike Loftus joins us, and we go around YEG and check in with the Trestle Golf Resort.
That 16 under, just by the way, was shared by Brooks Koepka in 2017 and Rory McIlroy in 2011.
But not this year.
Not this year. No, I'm not going to worry about that.
All right. Well, hope you get out and play some golf this week, and be sure to tune in next Sunday right here on Edmonton Sports Talk, 8 a.m. for the VIP Golf Show.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Do not miss the Ardent Roof Systems Charity Golf Tournament presented by Pioneer Golf Company, Canadian-made golf accessories. Friday, July 5th, the Ranch Golf and Country Club, one of Alberta's premier championship golf courses. For sponsorship info or to register, go to ardentroofsystems.com. Your round includes breakfast, the famous ranch steak dinner, a massive silent auction, and a chance to give back to an unbelievable cause. The Stollery Child Life Program, the Ardent Roof Systems annual charity golf tournament, one of the best tournaments of the summer.
I came in 2 under par. I ended up in the pond again. Whether you're an old pro or just out for fun, Devon Golf is the course to hit, no matter how skilled you are. Just 30 minutes from Edmonton, Devon Golf boasts scenic valley views and incredible conditions. Golf 18 tree-lined holes along the North Saskatchewan River, or if you're just here for the post-game celebration, check out the Greens restaurant for a bite on their patio. Devon Golf, truly a hidden gem. To book your tee time, visit devongolf.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.